look, my mic got unmuted somehow. Well, that's fine, because I was going to unmute it anyway. So, see if I care. Good morning, evening, time, Sour community. All 17 of you just here, right out the gate. That's incredible. That's incredible. I'm gonna be looking for, frankly, as many co-casters as I can get today. Well, I shouldn't put it that way, because that sounds like I'm just taking any noob off the street, which I'm not. We have standards here at Notoriety Studios. But hopefully I can get Starch, Lokio, Redon, Frosty, any and all of those guys on the mic. But first, well, maybe not first, I don't know, but one thing I know for sure, not among who I'm going to end up getting on the mic, is that we have a pretty good game right away. And I think, from the look of the bracket, we're going to have absolutely nothing but good games. I don't think there's going to be any bad games in this bracket, which is really fun. That's why I had to make time for this, even though I don't have time for this. But yeah, I mean, we're getting started with Roddy versus Tazy. Hate versus Tazy. Are you kidding me? Like, this is a great game. Oh, they're playing Metal 3. I didn't expect that. And yet here it is. I'm off on Hate, who gets wrecked from behind with machine gun. Oh, looks like we're going to have to deal with my HUD guns for now. Maybe I'll swap them later, but right now, going to be my HUD guns. Yellow kind of blends in pretty badly here. I'm going to set that to green. As soon as I remember how to control Sour button. Okay, I remembered. That looks better. Hey, Skypep. What's up, man? Anyway. I haven't managed to actually observe the game yet, as I've been doing those things, but now I am. Let's see what Hate's pinging today. Always gotta check that out. He's pinging, well, for Hate, this is about as... It's a reasonable number for Hate. Off to a pretty... a start that has not gone any one player's particular way. Hate's getting that kill with... absolutely nothing to fight with, and in fact, he's actually looking bad. This is going to be Tazy set up pretty nicely for the quad. Hate is going to get the yellow though, so Tay not having the weapons he needed and not being quite on the ball. Never mind, he does have those rockets, but he's not going to be able to get any kind of advantage here. Although he gets out, the health's there. It doesn't get it, but he's hitting every pistol. He's hitting every pistol. He's getting every spawn. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Standard 5 health quad run from Tazy here. If he can hang on to this 5 more seconds, he's going to get the yellow, and he does. Alright, that went better than could be expected for Tazy there. Now he needs to get some health and stabilize, and he needs to get on those machine gun bullets, but he's letting those machine gun bullets sit up, which is going to give Hate... If Hate goes over to those machine gun bullets after green, Tay's sort of patrolling the area, but he really should just take the bullets away, and he's going to let Hate get them. So that's a rookie mistake there. Classic rookie mistake, and it really bites, and he's gonna have... No, he's continuing to bite him, but he's chosen the wrong item here. Yellow is up, he should be on that, and Hate, the more experienced player, gets on there first. So Tazy should really still be in control here.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Austrian superstar. Yeah, man. Anyway, Tay does have another advantage for quad. This time he's actually going to take it a bit more cleanly, but he's shown from the last time that taking it cleanly is really the last of his concerns. Oh, Hate. Tazy with another somewhat rookie mistake there, not looking out for traps coming through that door. And Hate gets the perfect shotgun on him. So now Hate's got 100, 200. He's looking to get those frags back. And he has this... Well, he gives up the machine gun, and you see time and time again, the 2 machine gun bullets by the teleporter there are the most important item on Metal 3. Health boost is coming up. Both players could use it, but Hate is going to prioritize it. Go for health boost in green versus yellow. Health boost, green, and machine gun. I think this could turn out okay for him. Clumsy around the corner there. So neither player is going to end up with much stack after this fight. Whoever wins it is going to be crippled, and that ends up being
Quad
Tay.
damage in 10 seconds.
Again, on that beautiful 5 health margin. So this is somewhat benefited Hate. He's going to be more stacked up for this quad, but he's going to need to really book it to get over there. Start firing off some rockets. Yep, Tay being at 5 health has nothing to resist with, and now he is in trouble. Ooh, eating a surprise rocket there. That was pretty chunky, but he's overall okay. And then he, oh, Hate. Oh, Jesus. I didn't get all that much sleep last night, so there's going to be a lot of, oh, Hate. Oh, Jesus. And less analysis, maybe, than there should be, which is why I hope someone else can get on the mic. What up, Lexar? How you doing, man? Anyway, Hate really has a good chance to run some shit here. And he is doing the things he needs to do so far. Plata has managed to get himself on some MG and rockets, so there is danger to Hate, and Hate somehow takes a gazillion fucking damage. Yukon Spank. That's gotta be Hades. Takes a gazillion fucking damage. And never mind about the control. And now Tay-Z, 2 and 110. Okay, he's gonna make it out. Switching to shotgun for the quad shotgun situation. Not there. Is he going to let those machine gun bullets go? Hayes can just post up in the quad room. It's a pretty obvious spot. Will Hazy? Well, if you get a visual on it, that clears things up rather a lot. And Hate actually juking out. Tazy somehow not able to close the distance there. And Yellow's going to go to Hate. A bit of a blown opportunity there. Now they're just going to have another ridiculous mutual fight where both players take massive damage. Hate having taken less massive damage, though, if he's going to zone out this green here and be the one in control. I just didn't think that anyone other than Hades would bother renaming, but I forgot that it's FFA. Furthermore, I just kind of assumed Yukon was some rapper I hadn't heard of, and that it was Hades for that reason.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Let the record show, I'm not, like, ignorant of rap. I'm just ignorant of new, shitty rap that Starch and Hades listen to. Well, Hades probably listens to some good rap, too. I don't know. They probably both listen to some good rap, but they're always saying, like, oh, man, you never heard of this 19-year-old guy? And I'm like, no, I never heard of this 19-year-old guy. Save me. I'm 27. Anyway, Hate has put himself in the lead. Hate is definitely playing a better game than Tazy. And it is showing to the tune of 5 frags. Tazy making a lot of junior mistakes. But Hate, again, though, going for the rockets before the machine gun. He should take massive damage here. That is a beautiful rocket around the corner, but he does go down to 25 health.
Quad damage in 10 seconds. Health boost in 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, I live under a rock, and the rock has internet, so it's the perfect place to me to live. And I am going to watch Hate go back for the yellow, and then... What the fuck, Hate? The fuck was that? He changes his mind right as the yellow spawns. He's gonna get it. Tazy taking a lot of damage from those nades. Hate doubling back to attack him. He's got machine gun. Tazy's only got 2 minutes and 34 seconds. He wants to... Alright, there we go. That's just what he needed. What's he gonna do? He is going to stroll around with machine gun. Yellow's a ways away, so he's he's not done well enough to get weapons and health during that quad run and set up for it. And now he's just playing around with these rockets. He's gonna have something to fight with. And if he runs through right now, yeah, he doesn't know the time, but he almost ends up getting there accidentally. So now maybe he will know the time. And again, they're gonna have one of these no one wins fights over here. Walking past those rockets, don't agree with that. You gotta find ways to get those toes on those items. Health boost is going to belong to Tay. Green's going to belong to Tay. This is quite commanding of a stack to have in advance of his armor, and he has figured out the time on it. Next one's going to be at 13, but he has to win this fight for quad. He can't do it. Hate is going to get probably on the quad with 9 health. Yeah, he's going to eat the nade, though, so Tazy's hopes are alive. Let's go to Tazy, who has 128 to get 4 frags, and it's not so hard maybe to get 4 frags, but to get the 4 frags without taking more frags the way he has been doing, not able to really get much control over Hate other than during that one quad run. And there, oh, that is probably good game. Hate's gonna need to really fuck this up now. Great rifle from Tay, so you know he's got some fight left in him still.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Firing off. Hitting these rifles, but then does eat the nade. Not really what he needs to do to get back in this. And frankly, what does he need to get back in this? Probably win the last quad. That's probably his only hope here. And he's hemorrhaging way too many frags in this yellow room. That's put it probably out of reach, even for a dream scenario. There's no way to get 10 frags in 30 seconds against an opponent who knows enough to hide. And so I'm going to stand up here and quickly go... Well, fuck it. I'll check the scores for you guys real quick, but then I need to go AFK for a second. Or, no, I can just do this. So this is look either over or hasn't started. I assume that Roddy will win that without too much difficulty. Is that Zekron taking care of business? And oh, this is a closer game than I expected. I kind of thought Lagout would have no trouble with Secrets, but in fact, Secrets has been eating his Wheaties, and he has brought it himself. 5 frags situation of perhaps pulling out an upset here. Lagout hitting shots, but the yellow, Secrets also hitting shots. Let's go to Secrets. He's got 5 frags to make up here. Oh, that is not what you need to do when you've got 5 frags to make up. Great pistols. But Lagout grabs the rockets and takes him out on green.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
He needed to not give up all that health right in advance of yellow. It looks like he's going to take health boost instead. Lagout's going to be easily on the yellow. Not really a good trade. He's not even on health boost. I think this spells death for Secrets. An impressive scoreline, but I don't see him parlaying it into a victory at this juncture. I will leave it on and step away for real for a second this time. Well, first, for the second lying time, what games are we going to be seeing next? Has not posted the next round of games. But if I look at the bracket... If I look at the bracket, dare I to do such a thing? I dareth. Looking at the bracket, it looks like Crone's gonna play Starch, Roddy's gonna play Lokio, Redon's gonna play Hate. Well, I know where I belong. Well, no, it's not that straightforward. Starch versus Z-Crone could be a good match, but Redon versus Hate could also be a very good match. So I'm gonna try to see which one of those games is going more excitingly. Better get off this server before Lagout pays to connect again. Alright, over on EU1, these two are still loitering, but it should be turning into an exciting game fairly soon. And then over on EU3, unless they end up playing on 1, I don't know. But I'll go over to server 1 for now. Redon, probably pretty rusty. I'm not aware of any real playing that he's been doing. So we'll have to see. Did I leave that text up in the corner? That looks really awkward there if I did. No, I actually didn't. But maybe I should. Okay, now for real, I'm going AFK for a second. Dashing back and forth here. It looks like this game is taking some time to get started. Not sure why. Dutch Tazy also taking some time to get started. I'm not sure what the holdup is here. Oh, Roddy and Lokio is getting started though. So we'll start here, where there's at least something happening. Alright, we'll leave it on the champ here, and he'll put on a show, and I'm back AFK for a second. 24 people. You guys are awesome. I'll try to be AFK as little as possible. I'm really excited for this tourney.
Health boost in 10 seconds. Quad damage in 10 seconds.
And no sooner do I say that there's 24 people, but 5 of you leave. That's fine, can't really blame you at the moment. But I am back at the computer for this exact second. It looks like Lokio's getting off to the start that we'd expect, so let's see if those other games have started yet. I would say at this point that Lokio is the prohibitive favorite over Redon. Redon, far too rusty. Lokio with several titles under his belt. I'm definitely favoring Lokio in this series. And hate right away. I think this is a great choice for corruption. I mean, for hate. I wonder how Redon actually... I'm not sure. You wonder whether Redon was picking as strategically as he can, letting this map come up for hate. I don't know. Maybe I overestimate him here. Hate, come on, man. What the fuck? That was the laziest shit I've ever seen in my entire life in Sour Run. He made no effort to dodge those rifles, and he just walked into the same spot 3 times in a row to let Redon hit the rifles. Unspeakably lazy, and now Redon should win this quad easily. Complete throw from hate there. Where is hate chosen to hide? Good spot. How long will it take Redon to find him? Redon's gonna want to at least secure the next yellow. He's moving over. This is beautiful. No, I thought it was gonna be beautiful, but instead he falls down, and he's gonna catch hate coming through that way. Tries to bait hate into going up the jump pad, but hate is not taken for such a reckless situation, and does get a pretty chunky rocket onto Redon there. Redon not wanting to give up much position to hate here. Really trying to stay up like a falcon. And then he drops down in the perfect spot, but sort of screws everything up, and now probably going to have a hard time winning this health boost. But hate actually tries to go over to the yellow. Redon perhaps playing 5D chess, as he's known to do, and expecting that hate would think the health boost was safe, which I also would have. Because the yellow was the bigger prize. There, though, Redon not letting hate get away with his patented quad rocket, quad platform rocket. And now he's got quad and stack and a growing lead. Next armor at 46. Now, hate's been starved out of even green armor. He's at this upper area, but he's going to have a difficult time moving down safely. In fact, oh, what interesting. I thought he would drop onto the machine gun, but instead he drops directly onto the green armor and tries to fight with rifle, but really does not go well for him. Let's take just a moment here to go see how Starch Z Crone is going. They're on Metal 3. This is not Starch Z Crone. This is also a closer game than I expected. Maybe I'll have to come back here. Like I said, today I think there's just going to be nothing but good games. Okay, this is punishing. This is absolutely disgusting. I'm never coming back to this server again. Meanwhile, Lokio continuing to take care of business. Very FFA scoreline. So Redon hate may be where it's at, but I'll keep an eye on Brecton's secrets as well. Hate is just suicided for some reason. I'm not really sure what possible reason there could be for that. I'm guessing it was an accident. But Redon is kind of looking to get rolling here. Hate jumping out, not with the right weapon out, rushing Redon. Hate looks a little bit frustrated. I'm kind of wondering if Hate's gonna give us his best performance here. He does suicide again there. This time probably intentionally because he was going to lose the frag either way. But beg your pardon, not in any way strategic. So still a concerning sign. Mentally. He's gonna get green here. This could actually be a bit of a stand, but he lets Redon get so much damage. Redon! That's going to secure him quad, almost certainly. Hate is going to post up under here, but we've already seen that Redon does not find himself to be too worried about Hate's play from under the platform. Going to fall back onto... Oh, Hate might get onto this yellow. He does. He's going to not really be able to do much with it, but he has at least prevented Redon from Hate. That's a beautiful nade. That's a wonderful nade. The Ministry of Nades is signing off on that one as a prime example of nades done right. Redon's going to take a rifle here. Hate working on what could actually turn into a kill. Redon choosing to chase him through there. Interesting strategy. And now Hate's going to want to set up for yellow. Redon's going to have to fall back on health boost. There is time for Redon to put in a challenge. He's going to boldly go. Beautiful movement there. I thought Hate would be able to defend that. As it happens, he is not. And there, nade jumping straight into the void of space from which Redon's rifle can remove him. 12-2, not over, not on corruption, but worth my time going over to EU4 to see whether Secrets and Brecht. Secrets has gotten out to a bit of a lead here. Let's look at Brecht, though, and see. He's going to get himself onto quad, but he's not going to be able to get himself off of quad. See, that's the key. That's the key point. I'm going to step AFK for one moment here.
Boost in 10 seconds. Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Oh dear.
Boost in 10
Looks
seconds.
like Brecht's early start is not translating into an particularly impressive finish, shall we say. The scoreline is growing to be a large number. Brecht has managed very little, actually, since the last time I got over here. So let's check out the other games. Perhaps just watch Redon and Hate. Oh, okay, Hate's made a bit of a comeback. With the cameras off, he's made a bit of a comeback. So now the question is, with the cameras back on, will he fuck it all up? How quickly will he fuck it all up? He's going to get blindsided by the MG there. No reason that should have happened. He had the right weapon out to pop Redon off that spot and screw up his machine gun.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
(18-7), 137. Now that I think about it, this game is functionally over. But then again, Frosty has proven that almost anything can happen, even on corruption. But there are levels of anything. I don't know, 12 frags in a minute and 18 seconds. Maybe against Frosty it's possible. I don't actually remember how big that comeback was or wasn't. It's kind of grown mythical, you know? Like, today, it was like 10 frags. You know, in 6 months, it'll have been 20. And in 10 years, we'll probably be saying that Lokio managed a 50 frag comeback in 60 seconds on corruption.
Quad damage in 10 seconds. Boost in 10 seconds.
Holy fuck, that's hot. Anyway, Redon showing that he is not too abysmally rusty, as he is putting out a convincing victory here versus Hate. Of the sort that you would not expect from any type of cripple or invalid, washed-up sour player, so Hate giving a decent showing of himself, but really the victim of some impatient and awkward moves. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I was mythologizing your comeback versus Frosty. Anyway, oh hey Aquerda, what's good, man? You know, Aquerda, you could cast FFA almost, and by almost I mean you totally could. modafinil.hpp supporting his clan member. You guys see that Lori joined Impressive Squad? I think Impressive Squad has just become the ECTF favorite if they weren't already. If you're gonna field Lori, Gangler, and Darkfire, you're gonna have a hard time losing. I think that's gonna be a really good team. Alright, let's take a look here and see what the next games are gonna be. It looks like they haven't been announced just yet. But as far as what just happened that we didn't see, the final score of those other games ended up being 31-5 for Lokio on Corruption versus Roddy. Might take a Wank Revival to beat Impressive Squad now. Well, the last Wank team was me, Lagout, and Freetech. And we came in second. So I don't know about how we're gonna get that team back together, and I think that Sour can do better. But yeah, I could go for a Wank team sometime if I'm not supporting my guys. Yeah, Whoop, I mean, you guys, you have an excellent team. There's no question about that. But you're actually probably... I mean, Hansik 1 gives you a lot of firepower when he's available, if he's available. Obviously, his life is highly occupied with many things right now. That's... yeah, fair. Fair enough. That's why I said that Wank team would have a lot of trouble today. Lagout and Freetech, if you could find Freetech, they'd probably still be fine, but I am not sure that I am the player to take down Gangler, Lori, and Darkfire. Anyhow, but yes, the Whoop team you rely on Hansik a lot to get the kind of firepower necessary to go through a Gangler team, I think. And then you've got yourself and you've got Lagout. I think that's your best team, but I suppose that's open for debate. Secret's shape on the day. What's his face? The Novi guy. No disrespect. Oh, why so serious? No disrespect. His guy hasn't been on my radar much. I'm not sure. You can mix and match those pieces however you want. But with Gangler and Lori on the same team, that team's damage output is going to easily match any two top players you can throw at them. And unless you put like Starch and Hansik on the same team, then that damage advantage, you're not going to get a damage advantage against that team. And then Darkfire, of course, is a flag ninja. And by and large, the things he does give his teams advantages as long as he's supported by two really strong damage dealers. So, yeah, I just think that team's going to be really tough to beat. No one else can field as consistent, perhaps, of a flag runner as Darkfire. I mean, we've got plenty of good flag runners in this game, but Lagout's prone to errors. I don't know who your second best flag runner even is. For Spank, certainly, we don't have anyone really exceptional. No offense to my guys, we got some great flag runners, certainly all better than me, but not on the sort of ninja level that Darkfire has established for himself. Not to build him up too much. Anyway, enough about that. It looks like we're gonna get some games. We're getting Rito versus Lagout, which Lagout has some concern about. We're getting Starch versus Lokio, which is probably what I'm gonna go watch. Zekron versus Tazy and Jahu versus Hate. All right. I have Frosty as like at least a top 5 ECTF player of all time. And what's amazing about Frosty is he can do literally everything. There is not a role that Frosty cannot plug in and fill on an ECF team. He is a great flag runner, but I don't think he's on Darkfire's level. Now, I'm not saying Darkfire is the better player. Darkfire is an absolute specialist who you can count on to do one thing and one thing only with passion and consistency, and that's run flags. But Frosty is clearly the better rounded player and is an adequate flag runner. Very sneaky. Metal 4. Interesting. Very interesting. You're here as his advocate? Well, frame drops. Oh, I forgot to unplug from the fucking router. Shit. Alright, we're gonna have some frame drops for a moment here because I forgot to plug direct into the modem, and then during the next break, I'll plug direct into the modem. And yes, I know that's ours. Sorry, so anyway, I'll cast at the speed of light so that you know what's happening even during the frame drops. Starch has got to a 1 frag lead. Lokio's going to take first green, however, though, and he's going to come back through with machine gun, easily take the position on this yellow. Starch rushing in with nades, perhaps too aggressive. The yellow is going to go to Frosty. Starch, way too aggressive thus far. Cannot be stopped, but he does get 140 damage with shotgun. That might actually be useful. Lokio is going to be in position for this next green. Frame drops, still occurring. Lokio does take this next green. He's got lots of machine gun. In fact, he's got so much machine gun that he hardly knows what to do with it. Starch, however, with the rockets coming around the corner, perhaps getting the better of that fight. But Lokio still on the higher stack. He's got a chance to go for health booster green here, and he's going to go for yellow and possibly even get health boost because Starch having to goes to the yellow rather than the health boost, and now Lokio much more set up for quad. Starch's inexperience already looking possibly to be more than he can overcome. He's grabbed the health boost here and he's going to go hide. No, he's not hiding well enough. He's just made noise. Lokio's going to find him. Lokio, though, down to 7 health. I don't know if Starch knows. No, Lokio's going to get on those health bubbles, and Starch just needs to be fighting way less than he is. He's got a good spot here with shotgun, though. Not good enough. And honestly does no damage with that shotgun. So, Starch playing way too aggressive right now. I need to fucking call him up and tell him to stop playing so aggressive because he's gonna fucking lose the game before it even starts. What's up, Zob? So, Lokio, though, has... The frame drops are still going. Fucking frame drops. Sorry, guys, about this frame drops. I will correct it as soon as I can. I cannot do anything about it until the game stops because going back into... Alright, here we go. I'm seeing frames again. Back to the frames, thank God. Alright. Now you can all see for yourselves that Starch has one position on this quad. Key was to just stop watching him for a second, and now he's gotten out to some kind of respectable position. However, 136, he's in a really tough spot if he wants to maintain this quad. He comes through at the right time to get that shotgun, and now he's going to get this yellow too. It looks like his timing will not be his problem. So 5 to 9, perhaps his aggressive style put him in a bigger hole at the start than necessary, but now it's paying off pretty nicely, doing a ton of damage there to Lokio on the jump pad and coming around the corner for the finishing blow. 6 to 9. He's picked up those machine gun bullets, but he's coming and taking a machine gun fight at rocket range. That is the thing. Controlling machine gun on all maps, very important, but Metal 4 has a lot of angles where you can get things done with the rockets and outclass a machine gun advantage. And there, Lokio shows that, but Frosty, Starch ultimately comes out on top. My brain is mush. And he's going to get even on a double health boost stack here. Right now, not using most of it, but he has clicked it 2 in a row for a max possible stack of 200-200. Now he's coming out very nicely here. Oh, Lokio with the clutch rifle. That both ends Starch's... Well, it does not end Starch's quad hopes. It just ends his... Oh, clutch again from Lokio. Lokio looking like the champ that he is. I lost my train of thought, but it doesn't matter. There's plenty going on. More important than my thoughts from 10 seconds ago. Lokio now has got himself the stack advantage. He's going to take this green, but he is in a more compromised position than perhaps he would like in advance of the screen. But Starch again. Oh, he's got shotgun. No, that's all. He misses a point blank shotgun. Who is this player? It's not Starch. It must be Hate. That was the first guy I could think of. Sorry, Hate. So Starch somehow missing more shotguns than he's missed in the entire rest of his career combined. As a result, Lokio is going to survive with this yellow, with weapons, and die anyway. But still, bought himself some time. Now Starch, with no health there, goes down with the machine gun of Lokio. 14 to 9. Lokio is going to be forced to choose between quad position and yellow. He's chosen yellow. I don't blame him. He should be able to get back up to this quad. But ultimately, maybe I do blame him. I probably would have tried that same play. It's hard not to be greedy when you've got map control. It's like, well, the yellow's right there. I'll just jump back up and I'll just get the fucking quad. Like, come on. But against a player of Starch's caliber, the position advantage proving too much to overcome and taking him down.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
Starch, though, early on yellow. Lokio now the one who's early on yellow, and it's fine because he placed a perfectly placed rocket there. Machine's gun Lokio into oblivion. That is the craziest pop I've ever seen. That is the worst spawn that I've ever seen. And ultimately, though, at least it's consolation, Starch does manage to take the health boost. Lokio, all up in his grill, does eventually go down after collecting a few frags for his trouble. Now Starch, he should stall this out. He's got 4 seconds, get the kill when he's ready, which is now. Well played from Starch. Lokio is coming through with rockets. Where's all the machine gun on the map right now? It's there for Lokio, so Starch is going to have a hard time. Lokio with rockets and machine gun. But Starch is out there to meet him, but Lokio's hitting great machine gun, much better than Starch's rockets. 17-17. Lokio with some interesting moves, but he somehow sneaks under Starch's feet to pick up the quad. 17-17. Where is the health on the map? Where is Starch? Starch is going to let him have the health. Starch is out of position. He's going to let Lokio have the entire map. Perhaps a valid trade to make in favor of not taking a bunch of deaths. He hits a nice spam rocket there as Starch tries to collect the health boost, which he then does at a great cost to his life. Knowing to watch out for that spam rocket there, very observant. And he's going to hit 1 good rocket, 2 good rockets. Who's going to be able to get on some health in advance of this yellow? It's going to be Lokio, and he's missing one of these rockets. He's going to hit the follow-up damage. The Starch spawns right on top of him. Oh, the perfect pistol! Starch with the perfect pistol, but now Lokio coming through with machine gun. Probably going to end his life here. No, Starch barely survives, but he's not going to have any health on the map. Lokio, though, not taking green. Interesting. Perhaps thinking Starch was more on top of it than he was. Starch has rockets for days. He doesn't know that Lokio's taking the health. There's health down there, but he's going to... Oh, my goodness. Starch just about gets onto it, though. He's got quad. Starch with quad, a sight that no one wants to see ever. And now... Oh, the pistol. Shit. He gets on to the yellow, though. 24-18. The shot got up the jump pad. Unbelievable. Lokio is hitting clutch shot after clutch shot to keep himself in it against this aim titan that is Starch. 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Lokio, a healthy 25-18 advantage. Nothing insurmountable, but certainly not something to be sneezed at. He's very early. He's got machine gun. This will be tough to defend, and indeed, the rocket comes through at the perfect time onto the perfect place. We're on Starch here for now. He has many things to do. He's got great machine gun in the back there, but not able to... Well, actually, Lokio on lower health than perhaps he realizes. He's going to pick up some of the healths in the margins, and now he's going to go for the main health spot, which Starch has had a hard time trapping. He does sort of trap it in a way, though, and then it's the perfect nade from Lokio. The perfect nade from Starch? No. The pistols. Are they there? They are not there. The yellow's up. Can Starch kill it? No, he's taking his time. Maybe not a good idea. This could be good game. This is looking like game over. 34 health for Lokio, now a full stack. 1 minute and 31 seconds that Starch has to wait before he can effectively challenge onto this stacked player. It looks next to impossible for Starch to make up this deficit. No, Saab, I don't. Thank you. Starch does keep himself in it there with a win of that fight, but there's nothing for him to pick up on the map to help himself solidify any kind of anything. Not even health is available. 20 health. He's going to collect some on the margins. Lokio, not even that health is available for him. 9 more seconds to go for him to find something. Oh, but around the corner, Lokio with the rocket. Starch will win this yellow, and he should win this quad. Lokio definitely could put some kind of challenge on it. He's doing so with the rockets. It's going to fall to Starch. Health boost is there, so this is Starch's moment. He has an extreme deficit to overcome, but he has everything you could reasonably hope for. But Lokio is just getting around these corners. Starch chasing directly, not getting there. Lokio eventually doubles back. Lokio gets a poor spawn. 6 frags, 6 seconds. I mean 12, but yeah, this is not going to happen, folks. This is a very strong showing from Starch, but not one that will ultimately result in a victory. Great game. starts showing right away, nothing to be traveled with, but Lokio showing right away that back-to-back FFA titles are not a fluke, and he is the power. Frosty coming out swinging. Just typing a bit here. Let's see. What are these other games over? Nothing going on here. Nothing going on here. We'll have to see whether Redon took care of business or whether an upset was pulled. Nothing going on here, and nothing going on here. Alright, let's see. 3PDO, I love it. That's actually a great one. Oh, you can't starch? Why not? Let's fix that. He should be able to. I don't know why not. I actually have no idea why not. I just accidentally closed my... No. Can't actually join either. Okay, something's clearly fucked. I guess maybe the permissions on the voice roll are wrong? Bear with me a moment, people. I'm trying to get us some fucking backup in here. Fucking... I suck at Discord still. It's kind of pathetic. Permissions synced with text channels. They should be. Damn it. Server manage roles, manage channels. Messages. Voice permissions. Connect. Speak. That should do it. That should be the doing it of. I have no idea why this isn't applying correctly. Oh. What? The fuck? Guys, this is pissing me off real bad. I hate Discord. This is absolute nonsense. What the flying shit, dude? Oh. Okay, maybe I've just fixed this. I don't know why this was necessary, but that might fix it. Okay. Are you shitting me? Are you goddamn serious? There's no way this should not work. You have got to be absolutely out of your fucking mind, Discord. There's no way, man. There's no way that he can't... What the fuck else do I have to do? Okay, okay. How about this? How about fucking this now? Oh, if this doesn't fix it, nothing will, man. If this doesn't fix it, absolutely nothing will. Roddy versus Tay on EU1. Secrets versus Hate EU2. Okay. And I need to fucking... Oh, Temlock. Lit. Alright. I want to reset the internet so I don't get more frame drops.
10 seconds. Quad damage in 10 seconds.
I am so pissed off at Discord right now that it's affecting my ability to commentate these games. I set the permissions in every single channel to give voice every permission necessary for joining the fucking channel. I can't invite him to the channel because he's already in the fucking thing.
Health boost in 10 seconds.
How the fuck have I created a Discord that I can't fucking get the people into the voice channel of? We're seeing a great Tumwalk right now that I swear to God I'm gonna get back to. Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna give Starch admin. If that doesn't work, then Discord is just literally broken. Like, it's literally malfunctioning and it's not even my fault. What the fuck? He still can't get in the channel. Why is Discord so stupid?
Health boost in 10
What if I
seconds.
create a new channel? Delete. Delete. New channel. Casting. Voice channel. Private channel. Voice. Admin. Create channel. Alright, try now, Starch.
Quad damage in 10 seconds.
Hello?
Fucking hell! God damn it!
I don't know. I can't explain it.
Oh my god. If I can give you admin role and you still can't get in the channel, it's not my fault anymore.
It's something's broken,
Something's fucked. But anyway, deleting everything and just starting a new channel, which I should have fucking tried sooner, seems to have solved the problem. So welcome. Nice showing against... I'm on Roddy Tay right now, which... I don't-
watching that
you're
as
watching
well.
that, awesome. And I'm now actually watching it, which is an upgrade over trying to help you get in casting channel. But Nice showing against Lokio, man. Pretty good.
Thanks. I mean, I did better than I expected, I think, especially with the bad start that I had. I went down
Yeah.
really quick, like, well, I don't even know, 7-1 or 6-1, something stupid.
I thought you were gonna
And
crater
I
because
kind
you
of
were.
thought it was just, yeah, I thought it was just over.
Well,
know?
you were just being so aggressive for very little justifiable reason. I didn't think you were tilted. I just thought you were strategically not approaching it in an effective way. But then you kind of made it work, and
That's probably correct.
Roddy had
Some
to.
things worked out. I was able to get some control, and then it was just hard to hang on. But
Yeah, Lokio had some serious. He had about 3 really clutch moments. If any of those don't go his way, then things might have been different.
I had some pretty clutch, like, I think more than one, like, pistols off spawn to, like, save
Yeah,
him from
you
getting,
did.
yeah. And
Yeah.
that was cool, but
You had one.
I didn't get those. That might not have been as close.
You had one where you were dodging back and forth between teleporter trying to fire the pistol off, and
I got the pistol
You got the
off.
fucking pistol. That was sick.
That was.
All right, but let's not get too stuck in the past here.
All right.
This game right now, it looks like Roddy has picked up a nice advantage for himself. But I wonder, what are the other games? Why don't you scout out for me and tell me what's going on in the other games while I stay here for the moment?
Secrets versus Hate. Hate is up on Hades, 27-14.
All right, I would expect Hate to take that without too much difficulty, even though Secrets put up a surprising performance against Lagout. Also, I'm curious about some of the results that already happened that I didn't see, such as Redon versus Lagout. How did that go for Lagout?
I think I saw that bracket. I think it was not very good.
Not very good.
38-10.
Okay. Not great. Yeah, Lagout is, I don't know if people today know about Lagout's FFA level, but he's old school. He's been playing it for a while. He was actually one of the original bosses on Metal 4, of all things.
He's got some SWL podiums, I think, at least one.
I don't
Bronze,
think
maybe,
so.
I think.
No, not even bronze. He wasn't.
No?
He wasn't really getting into FFA and SWL. He has, I think, a DKSC air quotes win where like half the bracket forfeited, and there wasn't many people to begin with. But I think he has some like bronze or silver in some of the later tournaments. So yeah, in like 14 and 15, he was getting pretty good, and still at 16.
He had something else in. He has an Epic Bronze in SWL, which is really early on for Lagout. He started playing around the same time I did, at least.
Oh, for sure.
We ascended skill-wise.
Yeah, he's actually
so.
in the chat. He says he did get to the final. Which final are you talking about, though, man? I'm pretty confident in my record keeping, so I'm not sure. Maybe I have that, but if I have that, I've forgotten which one it is. And if it's wrong, then I would love to hear about it. Meanwhile, Tazy, it's always tempting to get distracted once you've got someone else to talk to and other things to talk about, but Tazy has demanded that we focus on his comeback here because he is 20-22. He's doing that was a great kill right there to prevent Roddy
full control right now.
Roddy from getting that machine gun pick up there that so often screws people up. He's got a ways to go till yellow, but he's playing really nicely as Roddy tries to punk him to the teleport. Green is up. Will Roddy get onto it? No, Roddy's actually getting really concerned about the level of pressure that Tay's implementing on him. Tay's got the armor time down pat. Knows Roddy's there through the teleporter. He's taking a ton of fucking damage. What the fuck, Roddy? Tazy. Oh my god, man. No way in hell that should have happened. He should be able to kill Roddy here. Hopefully still maybe able to kill him. Yes, he's gonna... Nope, he fucked that up too somehow. Finally does get the kill. So he's gonna get quad in green. And it's a setback, but not as bad as it could have been. He's already tied it back up, so the comeback continues now with 150-100 and yellow in 8 seconds, and he's finding Roddy at every turn. Looking for the pistol there. He's going to hit the perfect rocket through the teleporter. And now yellow will be his. Roddy taking an unwise fight with rockets with 125 to go. This is not the time Roddy wanted to see control fall so far out of his hands. He's trying to get cute little rifles there, but instead he's just
trying to do something with nothing.
Exactly, eating rockets to the face instead. I think Tazy is so stacked he doesn't know what to do with himself.
He has everything he could wish for.
He does. It's so hard sometimes on Tumwalk to figure out what a safe situation is. You know, you've got 150, 200, you're like, well, I should be the boss of the map. But there's just so many ways to take unexpected damage clutch rifle there from Tazy. He had the advantage, but that was a sort of situation where you can really struggle to hit that rifle and everything can go south for you. So I'm calling that pretty clutch. Don't know how he managed to take that health without eating a rocket there, but he did. That's the important thing. And now he's set up for quad. He's going to take health boost. I think it's going to be okay. Bold move.
Yeah, oh, he's got both.
He wants green here, but he
needs some armor.
Not aware of that. Well, 32 seconds to go. He's almost iced this, but he really should have grabbed green, because then he would have survived that machine gun. I think he's going to get this yellow, though. Roddy, a little not recognizing that he needed to bum rush that.
Now he just needs to stall it out.
He does. Tomahawk, not the easiest map to stall. That kill's going to help a lot. I think that actually will do it. That should do it. So Tazy, a nice come from behind victory here against Roddy, the more experienced FFA player, but I think Tazy, the more in shape one.
Yes, I think on Sour Tracker I've been seeing a lot of games from him.
Very good. That's actually, I mean, that's spectacular. I feel really good for Tay. I don't know. This is his second FFA tournament, I think. This is the kind of result that you want to see for yourself as an up-and-comer. Beating middle, upper-tier players who have been around a while. That feels great. That's when you can... You know, those are the kind of results, like... I don't know. I actually don't know what I'm saying here, but it's definitely a result to feel good about for Tazy. Ron, you feel bad for Roddy? I mean, yeah. You gotta... I mean, he lost. That sucks. But, I think he's a sportsman about it. I think he's, you know, if he gets more time to play, he'll be right back in the mix, so...
He ended up defeating Secrets 41-18 on Hades. Wow.
Well, Hate was even able to take out a literal aimbotter on Hades, so I think he feels pretty good there. And Secrets having just lost the lag out, so not a surprising result, but an impressive one. What else went down?
Those are the only two games going on, I think.
Oh, interesting. Are we already that late in the bracket?
Next will be probably... Depends how this goes. The next games are semifinals. Right on Lokio. Tazy versus Lagout, and me versus Hate.
Tazy, Lagout, you Hate. So the loser bracket's getting to a peak here. Wait, you can't be playing Hate already, can you?
It'll be next. It's one. It's
oh yeah, you. Wait, but Tazy. Oh, Tazy won. Right, Tazy is
versus Lagout. That'll go.
Yeah, all right. So Tazy versus Lagout, and the winner of that places you wins goes versus you and Hate. Is that what it is?
No, the winner of me versus Hate and the winner of Lagout Tazy will play each other.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, Lagout versus Tay should be pretty interesting. I was saying before this tournament started, there are not any bad games anywhere in this bracket. And for the most part, that's been true. Obviously, a slight exaggeration given some of these scorelines. But right now, it looks like we're going to be seeing 3 good games all at once. So I'm fucked. But I'll probably have to contractually obligated to go over to Lokio versus Redon. So we'll head over. That looks like it's going to be on EU2. I'm not sure where it is.
I'll be on EU2, so I should... Yeah, hopefully I can rejoin this voice channel.
Yeah, I think I fixed it. And by fixed it, I mean just fucking did it over again and had it work without me changing anything.
And made me admin.
Yeah. All right, man. Good luck in your game. Should be a really exciting one.
See ya. Thanks.
See ya. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out who's gonna play. It looks like Lokio and Redon might not play immediately. Lokio, can you confirm or deny that? Because both of these games are gonna be lit. Lokio's over here on this server. Redon leaving the voice channel. I think they're gonna play. You know, this might be a great time to switch over the internet. I'm going to do it. I'm going to switch over the internet. Stream's going to go dark for just a moment here. And that way we won't get any frame drops.